Wondering if the Disney Magic is the right fit for your next family vacation? Stay tuned as I walk you through what makes this classic ship so special, from the immersive dining to the amazing entertainment and those family-friendly activities that will make your trip unforgettable.
I'm Christina. I'm a traveler, a planner, and most importantly, a mom. I'm sharing my best tips to make traveling as a family a little less stressful. So put down your phone, pack your bags, and let's showcase the world.
Hello, busy breakers. Welcome back to Showcase the World. I've just returned from an unforgettable experience aboard Disney's first ship, the Disney Magic. Today I'm going to share all of the magical details with you. Whether you've sailed on Disney's larger ships like the Fantasy or the Wish, or considering Disney Magic for your first time cruise, there's a special charm to this ship that you don't want to miss. I'll be highlighting everything from the kids clubs and the dining to the shows, lounges, and everything else that makes this ship so unique. So grab a seat and let's dive into what makes the Disney Magic special from the Disney Cruise Line fleet. So let's start with the charm of the Disney Magic. The ship is a beautiful blend of classic Disney elegance and that timeless charm that Disney fans adore. While it is the oldest ship in the fleet, it's still full of modern comforts and that Disney touch. It has a capacity of just under 2,500 passengers, so it has a much more intimate, laid-back feel compared to the larger ships. The size makes it perfect for destinations like Alaska, and that's why it's been in the Med. So Disney Magic's sister ship, the Wonder, is in Alaska to be able to get into those small places. And the Magic was sailing the Med. They've now put the Dream in the Med. But I think that the ship does much better in a place where the focus is on exploring new places while enjoying the relaxed atmosphere on the ship. I don't think it's ideal for tropical destinations like the Caribbean, especially during hurricane season, which is when we sailed. Because we were there during a hurricane, we had one less stop, and so it felt a little bit more crowded. There were a little bit fewer places to spread out. If we had been able to go to Castaway Cay, I don't think we would have felt that pinch as much if we only had one day at sea, but with the multiple days at sea, it did feel a little bit crowded on board. So if it's port heavy and there's a lot of people moving around day to day, going out on excursions, I think that this ship is much nicer to navigate. It's a lot smaller, so it's a lot easier to navigate. We did the Wish, and Annabelle kept falling asleep at dinner. The first night I had to carry her from dinner back to the room, and I thought I was going to die. She was 5 at the time, so she was a little heavy. And the next night I brought the stroller to dinner with me. But on the Magic, I don't think I would have had that problem because, it's a much smaller ship. The elevators are much smaller, but there's less people using them, so they don't feel as cramped, even though they are smaller. And you can definitely see that Disney made some improvements on the size of the atrium and a little bit of the flow as they built the Dream and the Fantasy, but the ships are just still so special. And I really liked how much smaller it was and how, Lighthouse Point didn't feel super crowded because there were only 2,500 people versus 4,000, So let's talk about the kids clubs and what makes the Disney Magic special. They offer incredible spaces for kids with a great balance between, of course, excitement and comfort. For the younger kids, just like every ship, there's the It's a Small World nursery. And then for older kids, there's the Oceaneer Club. I got ahead of myself there. The Oceaneer Club on the Magic has interactive play areas like the Marvel Superhero Academy, and Annabelle loved Andy's room. It's where kids can live out their Toy Story dreams. She much preferred Andy's room on the Magic to the Minnie's area, which is similar on the Wish. She liked Andy's room a lot more, and it's really the perfect space for your little ones to make new friends and dive into some fun adventures. She did not love the Tinker Bell area for crafts. She did like that better on the princess area, better on the Fantasy. So there's a 5-year-old perspective for you. As a parent, I always feel so comfortable knowing my daughter's in such good hands with the Disney counselors, and it gives you time to relax and enjoy the ship's adult spaces. But before we get to those, so in addition to the Oceaneer Club, there's also the Oceaneer Lab. Annabelle spent a lot more time in the Oceaneer Lab at the magic than she has on the other ships. They had a lot more activities going on in there than they did in the kids club. So she spent a lot more time in the lab doing crafts and science experiments and dance parties. So she just gravitated towards that on the magic versus the other ones. A few more things before we get to the adult spaces. I don't know why I ordered my notes this way, but I want to make sure I do them in order so I don't forget anything. Otherwise, I won't remember to go back. So let's talk about rotational dining. This is what happens on every ship, right? Disney is known for its rotational dining, which is perfect for families looking for variety while still keeping a sense of consistency. And so every Disney ship has 3 incredible restaurants. On the Magic, it's Animator's Palette, Rapunzel's Royal Table, and Lumiere's. What makes this even better is you rotate them between them each night, and your wait staff follows you. And I have to say that was a standout. This was not my first Disney cruise. It was my 4th Disney cruise, and the staff on the Magic, the entertainment staff, the dining staff, everyone was above and beyond what anything I've experienced even on other Disney ships. Our wait staff, Glinda and Geo, were so much fun. Annabelle wants to take them home with her. They were incredible. I don't even remember the names of my waiters from past cruises. I couldn't tell you anything about them, but I will never forget Glenda and Geo and the way that they interacted with us. They were just amazing. Animator's Palette is on a few of the other ships. I much preferred it on the Magic. They have a very special show on the Magic that they don't have on the other. They don't have, on the other Disney cruise ships, you do this thing where you draw a little thing and it comes to life on the board, and it's cute, but man, Disney Magic Show at Animator's Palette had me in tears. It was so heartwarming and touching with snippets from Disney movies, and the way it ended was just really, really special. So I prefer Animator's Palette on the Magic. Lumiere's I was really excited for because I love Beauty and the Beast, but I think that I prefer the Royal Court on the Fantasy. It's kind of that similar, more fancy restaurant, and I think I prefer the Royal Court on the Fantasy. But what I did love, and I loved Rapunzel's Royal Table much better than Arendelle on the Wish. Rapunzel's Royal Table was so special. The actors were incredible. Hookhand spent some time talking to Annabelle about show tunes, because if you remember the movie Rapunzel, he would prefer to be known for his killer show tune medley instead of being deadly, right? And so they talked about their favorite show tunes, and it was just really, really special. And it feels a lot less rushed because, on the Fantasy, the dining room is twice the size. And so you have Olaf and Oaken and the rest of the characters trying to get around to all the tables, so they don't really stop. Whereas at Rapunzel's Royal Table, they did. And so that's what made it really, really special. The dinner show with Rapunzel, Flynn, and the beloved characters, it feels like a celebration, and it's so perfect for families looking for a fun, interactive meal. Plus, all of the menus feature a mix of family-friendly classics and more adventurous options, so everyone can find something that they love. On any Disney Cruise Line ship, you'll find world-class entertainment, and the Disney Magic delivers on every level. The theater experience on the Magic feels more intimate with smaller crowds and a personalized connection to the show. I love the show on board. So they have Disney Dreams, Twice Charmed, which is so much fun, and then Tangled the musical. Each show is a Broadway-style spectacular with amazing sets, incredible costumes, and of course the Disney Magic we all know and love. My daughter could not stop talking about Twice Charmed and the Fairy Godfather and how funny the stepsisters and Jack and Gus were. She just talked about that the whole time, so she really enjoyed Twice Charmed. We didn't make it to Disney Dreams. We went to bed early that night, and then Tangled the musical is phenomenal, but Twice Charmed was definitely the standout there. Okay, so now I'm ready to get to those adult escapes that I talked about earlier. While the kids are having a blast in the kids clubs, you can enjoy some much needed downtime in the Magic's fantastic lounges. A favorite spot for me was the Scat Cat Lounge. It's a cozy jazz bar where you can sip on cocktails, listen to live music, and just unwind. Or the adult dining district, you have Fathoms, so that's the ship's nightclub where you can dance the night away. We did not make it down there for a nightclub time, but we did spend a lot of time in Fathoms for trivia. They do have some family events in there, and trivia was one of those in Fathoms. If you're looking for more adult only, there is the pub down there, and then also the piano bar. So there's lots of options down in the adult district. So whether you're looking for a bit of relaxation or a bit of nightlife, there's space for every adult guest on board. The adults only pool, we spent a little bit of time there while Annabelle was in the kids club, and just so much more relaxing than the small little pool for the family on the family side. And then the spa, of course, is adults only. We didn't do the rainforest room this time. I definitely prefer the rainforest room on the Wish. It's so much bigger, so much more elevated, but the spa, Disney Cruise Line gives the best facial, hands down, that I've ever had, and I try to get a facial everywhere I go. So, has my favorite facial. So if you are going on any of the Disney ships, I highly recommend scheduling one of those in advance. So speaking of the spa and the adult pool, we can't forget about the family pool deck. Disney Magic features two main pools, one for families and one just for adults. So the Aqua Dunk is the water slide that swoops you over the edge of the ship and perfect for thrill seekers. Annabelle would not try it. There's also some hot tubs with stunning views of the sea, so whether you're looking to cool off or relax in the sun, you're all set. There's also some really cool common areas on the ship. The Vibe Lounge for teens is incredible, and then the Quiet Cove is an open space on deck where you can take in the sea breeze for adults only, and the Magic offers some little hidden spaces to relax. Like I said, it did feel a little crowded on sea day here, and so if I'm going on something that's a transatlantic or something like that, I would want to be on a bigger ship. So the Disney Magic may be smaller than the newer ships, but honestly I think that's part of its charm. It has all of the Disney magic without overwhelming crowds when you get off the ship, and there's still plenty of space to explore, and I love that it's easy to find your way around. Being the oldest of the ships, I did find the rooms a little smaller than the bigger ships, which was not a big problem. One of the things that was a little frustrating was there were no USB ports by the side of the bed. So just something to think about. You're not allowed to bring extension cords, but you might want to think about how you're going to put your phone, and if you listen to music or something to fall asleep like I do, it can be a little frustrating, but just little things to note like that on the smaller, older ship. But there's so many things that were so special on the Magic that outweigh the fact that there's no USB ports. You can enjoy the pools, the deck activities, and fun theme park style attractions without feeling like you're missing out. And let's not forget, Disney's exceptional service shines on every inch of the Magic. Our stateroom attendant, our maitre d' in the restaurant, every single person. We had our favorite entertainment cast member who did trivia and got to know Annabelle, and the staff on the Magic was above and beyond anything I've ever had on a Disney cruise. And my Disney cruises have been above and beyond anything I've had on other cruises. So that hopefully that just tells you a little bit about the testament of the staff on this ship. They were absolutely incredible, and from the moment that you board to the moment you disembark, you're treated like family. And that is a reason I would go back and sail the Magic again, right? Because of the human element. Yes, the ship has some pinch points and some things I'd like to change, but the people were so incredible that I miss them and I want to go back and see them again. So that is a little bit about our experience on the Magic. So if you're considering a Disney cruise, whether you're new to cruising or a seasoned pro, the ship offers a wonderful balance between family fun and relaxation. If you are having a hard time deciding what ship to sail on, what's going to align with your priorities, our team at Showcase the World Travel would love to help you plan your next adventure. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video gave you a little insight into the Magic to help you plan your Disney cruise vacation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video with anyone else you know who's thinking about a Disney cruise. Until next time, don't forget to take a break from the busy.
Need help planning your next family vacation? Visit us at showcasetheworld.com to request a quote or schedule a free vacation consultation. Want more great travel tips? You'll find those there too.